Hello, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. Gold went on a little bit of a ride today. That's right. The meeting minutes from Janet Yellen's last meeting as Fed chair were released today. And as was typically predictable as the case, the metals kind of took a little bit of a little upside swing, but then kind of settled back lower. We kind of took a look at that chart here later. But gold gained an electronic trade Wednesday following the release of the minutes from the Federal Reserve's meeting in January, which suggested that central bankers were expecting inflation to tick higher, but still remain sanguine over the possibility of the economy overheating. April gold added 380 or 0.3% to 1335 an ounce after settling at 1332.10 earlier. March silver climbed 24 cents or 1.5% to 1668 an ounce versus a settlement of 1661. The Fed's transcript showed that several officials expected inflation to accelerate this year, but only a couple of officials were worried about the economy growing too hot and too fast. The minutes also did not suggest that officials were pushing for more than 3 interest rate hikes this year, which the central bank had telegraphed previously. An index that tracks the U.S. manufacturing sector rose to nearly 3.5-year high to 55.9 in February from 55.5, while the services barometer climbed to 55.9 from 53.3, according to IHS Markit's flash PMI. Any number over 50 signifies expansion, and the results above 55 are considered exceptional. So quite interesting and good news there to see that the barometer for manufacturing is doing well. So we might have a strong economy this year, I'm hoping. Meanwhile, existing home sales reached a seasonally adjusted annual pace of 5.38 million in January as supply couldn't keep up with the demand, the National Association of Realtors said. Economists polled by MarketWatch expected 5.5 million homes were sold. Gold had dropped 1.9% Tuesday, according to its sharpest drop for most actively traded futures contracts since December 14, 2016, when gold sank by 2.9%, according to FactSet data. The metal had witnessed volatile trading, registering its strongest weekly gain in more than a year, as it fed off the dollar slump. The dollar index is now up for the 4th consecutive day, barring a surprising sell-off later on today in reaction to the FOMC minutes. The greenback could be on a verge of a more significant comeback, said Fawad Razakzada, a market analyst at Forex.com analyst. Gold typically moves inversely to a firmer dollar and rises in rising treasury yields. It is also a popular hedge against inflation. Now, I will also note deflation as well, or any kind of economic instability. Precious metals had recently lost ground as the dollar sprung higher following last week's sharp decline. A weaker dollar can boost commodities priced in dollars because it makes them cheaper to buy for holders of other countries. The ICE dollar index, DXY, was up 0.1%. Traders are watching to see if gold can break through the technical resistance at 1365. This resistance area has contained rallies in gold on 5 separate occasions. If gold breaks above $1,400, that would set the stage for a powerful rally in the months ahead, said Ken Ford, president of Warwick Valley Financial Advisors. And I won't pretend to predict exactly what will happen, but I do think we probably will see by the end of the year, I think we're going to see gold go up. And here we see silver and gold with its ups and then smash back down. Now that smashing down, is it the paper markets? Is it manipulation? It kind of looks like it. Usually these quick little pulls on the price that we see here tend to indicate certain things of that nature. We see it's down $4.16, 0.31% from earlier. Very interesting indeed. on this day, February 21st. So a lot of interesting things going on here, and it's anybody's guess, but most people, whenever I post videos like this talking about the price, it's simply just because it's kind of interesting to kind of take a look at and see where things are in the markets, and with concern with the price, and kind of see what's pushing it or pulling it one way or the other. But really, in the long run, I'm a buyer of gold and silver no matter what, because I know it does protect, and it's fun to look at, it's fun to hold, and it comes in so many different shapes and sizes, especially with those here in the YouTube community that are pouring silver in all different shapes and sizes. It's pretty amazing. Never would have thought we would see it evolve in such a manner or form. And gold, there's so much value in such a tiny package. I think it's good to diversify into gold as well. But, the fact that it's beautiful to look at, silver, and it can be acquired, and is the most reflective metal out there in natural form, it's amazing to be able to hold silver that you can afford. And at a time like this, when the prices are pretty cheap, look at it, it's under $17, $16.50 here at the posting of this video. Stock up when you can. That's how I look at it. Buying silver, and it's to protect your wealth and to hold on to and to enjoy, and that's how I look at it. So, what are your thoughts about today's activity? Janet Yellen's last meeting as Fed chair. We're going to see more rate hikes, but we won't see the hyperinflation, overheating economy. So I think probably the economy is looking good so far, humming it along at a pace that's not really alarming many people right now. So we shall see what happens. Post your thoughts below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to y'all for watching, and encourage you to please rate, comment, and subscribe.